And we honestly have 3 movies being announced that previously we talked about in the rumor section. So I'm feeling kind of warm and fuzzy about movies this week. Let's get into it. Hello nerds! You have found the place for all of the nerdy movie updates worth talking about. More than just comic book movies, though that is a good chunk of what we cover here in the news. We get nerdy about all kinds of movies, as well as the art of making movies in general. If you like this kind of news reporting, then go check out the full show over on the main channel called The Week in Nerddom, where we talk about TV and comic books and gaming and rumors and etc., everything in between. You can find the link to that down in the description or at the end of this video. Now, let's hear about all that movie goodness, shall we? Starting things off, we have follow-ups. The first follow-up is Five Nights at Freddy's. We talked about this in the rumor section previously. It has officially been announced. I kind of thought it was already officially announced, and then I went back through my notes and did not see the official announcement. So here it is, official announcement. Five Nights at Freddy's getting a sequel, set to be released the fall of next year, which means they are very likely already in production, though I did not see any confirmation there, but no, yeah, whatever. So from there we have Star Trek. The officially been announced that it's happening. It will be a prequel is the new piece there. Prequel to the 2009 J.J. Abrams movie. Still no title for it, but it was at CinemaCon. They talked about it. CinemaCon happened, by the way, last week, so a lot of the stuff we're talking about in the movie section comes from CinemaCon. But yeah, that's all we got. That is an update for Star Trek. Let's move over to Sonic the Hedgehog 3. We got the announcement that Keanu Reeves is going to be who is voicing Shadow the Hedgehog, who started his existence in the world of Sonic the Hedgehog as a villain. So very interested to see if they actually do that in the movies, and with Keanu Reeves doing the voice, it'd be a little bit of a change for the Keanu-sance. Then we have, also one that we talked about in the rumor section, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Last Ronin movie officially announced at CinemaCon. So this is the R-rated version. The comic book was originally, or was the most recent and potentially last collaboration between the original creators, Kevin Eastman and Laird. Why can't I think of Laird's first name? Whatever. Yeah, officially been announced it will be rated R, and it is going to be, where is it? Tyler Burton Smith is going to be the writer for it. Walter Hamada is going to be producing. It's coming out through Paramount. Tyler Burton Smith is noteworthy. He's currently working also on Kung Fury 2, and he wrote the script for Boy Kills World, which is another movie that looks super freaking awesome. We've already talked about that trailer though. Next up, we actually have 2 very related movies that also came from CinemaCon. First one being Transformers 1. This one kind of is a confirmation from a rumor that we talked about previously, though not directly. It is the Scarlett Johansson situation where she was in talks to be the star of the next Transformers movie, which is not exactly how it played out, so that's why we're not necessarily counting this one as a confirmation. But we do have official casting announcements made here. We have Chris Hemsworth will be playing a character named Orion Pax, who is actually the young version of Optimus Prime. We have Tyree Henry going to be playing a character named D16, who is actually the young version of Megatron. Scarlett Johansson, as we talked about previously, is not going to be the star. She's going to be another voice. She's going to be voicing a character named Elita, that no other delineation was made there. John Hamm is going to be a voice in this one as well. He's going to be voicing Sentinel Prime. The trailer is said to be dropping tomorrow as I'm filming this, so hopefully today as you're watching it. So if there's a link by the time I publish, I will put it in the notes. Otherwise, we'll talk about it next week. And then the release is supposed to be September 13th of this year. Director Josh Cooley previously worked on Toy Story 4, and writers are Andrew Bearer and Gabriel Ferrari. Could not find any nerdy credits to their names necessarily. So will be a very interesting situation. I think we're still kind of seeing the death throes of the Transformers franchise. That being said, our next story is another of the confirmations, and that's Transformers X G.I. Joe. And this one might be what keeps this franchise alive if they do it kind of like they did in the comic books. So, CinemaCon also brought us the official announcement that we are going to be seeing Transformers vs. G.I. Joe. Super early in production. They have not even yet hired a director for this. We do know that Steven Spielberg is going to be on board as executive producer though, which usually means good things, though he has not bat 1,000 up to this point necessarily, just pretty high. So yeah, as more information comes out for that one, we will be keeping tabs because like I said, that one probably has the most potential to keep franchise alive as far as the movies are concerned. There are no real trailers to talk about. We have no regular ass news, but we do have a suggestion this week, and we're talking about an older movie, the supposed Matrix Killer, when it was being released and they were doing all the promos for it. The name of the movie is Equilibrium. It stars Christian Bale, Taye Diggs, and a couple of the faces you're going to recognize, but those are the two main ones. It was directed and written by Kurt Weimer, who has a slew of nerdy credits to his name. You can wiki him if you want. This is just a super freaking awesome science fiction movie. A lot more of the future dystopia kind of stuff. You have a very socialist government put into place that doesn't allow its subjects to feel feelings, which rings a little too close to home these days, but still pretty freaking interesting. Equilibrium is a fantastic movie, a fantastic Christian Bale vehicle, and an even better science fiction movie all around. So go check it out. That is your movie suggestion for the week. That brings us to the end of the video, nerds. Thank you very much for joining me for the news. Once again, there is a full and probably much more up-to-date and recent episode of the news, the full-length version, if you will, called The Week in Nerddom over on the main channel, linked down in the description, and probably link popping up somewhere around my face right about now. So click on that, go check that out as well, or if you prefer your news in more truncated pieces, then by all means just stick around here and go check out some of the other stuff we offer on this channel. Thank you very much for joining me. We will see you in the next one. Before we go, always remember, nerds, that if it is generally nerdy, it's probably here.